How are you guys doing? Today we're going to come in with another video. This one today, guys, is about my first day in middle school. And I know a lot of you right now are probably just entering it as well. I'm honestly not really in middle school anymore, but if you guys want to know, you guys can ask me. And yeah, let's get it. Before I actually get into the story, guys, I actually want to give you a bit of background. I went on a school trip in the 6th grade to this middle school that I have attended before. It wasn't, you know, the craziest thing ever. I thought it was pretty nice for what they were doing there. You know, one day we were just chilling in class, and all of a sudden, they pull us aside, and I don't really know how this works, but somehow they knew we were going to be going to that school, and in my area, you know, not like I really knew, but the school that we were going to go to was known for being, you know, more ghetto than the usuals, you know what I mean? It's like that type of school. So before, right, a couple days I'd say before we went on the actual tour, I guess I never really thought of it before, but everyone was talking about what school they were going to and what area it was in. And all I heard was this one school. I'm not going to name it again, privacy reasons, but it was all the white kids, you know? Where I was headed, I was kind of understanding that, okay, I'm not really going to see anymore of, like, basically the only people I've known since I've, like, gotten to this city that I first arrived in. Because I was still new, I'd say. And, you know, we get our field trip papers signed, and we actually go on the trip. And it's not really that far, it's like 2 miles. It wasn't really that adventurous. You know, me and my friends were pretty stupid on buses before, so it wasn't really anything new that we were just kind of fucking around and making, what are they, like vapes out of those Smarties, if you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, anyways, when we actually got there, it was pretty boring. We kind of just went in the back, a couple security, staff, whole bus full of kids, and I'm pretty sure it was the principal and some other random ass lady. So we get through the gates, and yeah, I was like, alright. I'm looking at everything, it's pretty boring, just brick walls and really shitty shade of red. So we make our way down this little quad area where we arrived in, and it's quite surprising, but as soon as we turn that corner, it is cheerleaders, band, I'm pretty sure some kind of soccer team, just cheering, screaming their asses off. The ladies were doing some kind of weird cheer shit. Band was playing some kind of introduction music, and everyone else was just kind of off to the side. I mean, it was probably the best entrance that I've ever heard, like anywhere that I've been, and it was quite the welcome. Now, after you start walking in, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to feel pretty excited. I'm looking at the homies like, yo, this is kind of lit, man. I'm not gonna lie, you know. Kind of in my face, smiles, pretty girls. I'm like, yo, everyone's talking shit about this school. But yo, it was the highlight of the day. As soon as we get in there, boring as all hell. sit us down immediately on our asses. They don't even give us fucking chairs. We watch some. Sorry, I'm gonna have to cut that out. Yeah, edit that out. While they were just talking, I was just kind of looking around, seeing who would, be my like future classmates. Wasn't really interested in too many people. I mean, I saw a couple of girls that I'd eventually kind of have a crush for, but really, not really my thing back then. I was always on COD, you know how it is, being on GTA, always online, and I was pretty tight back then. Anyways, after this, they gave us a small little tour of the school. We got to know a bit of the classrooms. I thought it was pretty big at the time. Looking back right now, it's just kind of like really small. So we walked around, gave us a little tour, talked to the girls, saw some students, kind of it, and they took us straight to lunch. I'd say this is the cooler part of the story, because I was just looking at everybody like, older than me, and not even gonna lie, I kind of saw some faces, from the old 6th graders that I used to, and had to say what's up to the homies. I thought it was pretty sick, We used to just like, I don't know if I can really say it on YouTube, but just indulge in the lettuce, if you know what I mean. Alright, now let's get to it. My first day, which I'm not gonna lie. The journey there, I got completely lost, and I was honestly on the verge of like crying, because I was like 11, and I was like, what the fuck? And this was like my first day ever. So that like small moment, I was just like, okay, I'm kind of like doomed. So let me just kind of like explore. And I managed to get to the campus, and I walk across the field, get to the front office, and I go through the doors, and wow, it is absolutely packed. Everybody's looking for their classes, everyone's lost, and made me feel a bit more comfortable about myself. So, I don't know how it worked for you guys, but for us, we had this giant wall of names, and each individual wall had yours. If you were lucky, you'd find it quickly, and I managed to. I looked on like the side that I first got introduced to the school with, and I think it was like the second row. Giant papers. But anyways, I get to my classes, and some of them are pretty good. Most of the teachers are kind of lame, but the subjects were interesting. I felt like mini high school, learning science and actually eventually getting to work with chemicals, or at least what we thought were chemicals, which we were completely lied to, but it's another story. I meet my math teacher, and I've heard from my friends, this one is complete, I got to the class, and she didn't really seem to be all that mean to everybody. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, leave a thumbs up. Hopefully you consider subscribing. If not, it's fine. I am gonna upload another video. I'm not sure quite yet what it's gonna be, but I hope you guys stay tuned, and peace out.